I got a lot of good shit. I got a lot of good shit to tell you this evening.
You have heard so much about him, but in a few minutes you're going to hear from him.
May I rap to him a little bit right here?
All right.
Talk to me. Say
And if y'all
I got a lot of good shit to tell you all this evening.
and if y'all don't like it, well then fuck you too.
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, boys and girls, and many and millions of y'all all in and around the world. Welcome to a channel where you can just vent and speak your mind so freely and expeditiously. But at the same time, it's not what you say, it's how it's said. So please be mindful and respectful towards others. Thank you for tuning in to the Carlos Stargell Show with your host,
the boss with the hot sauce,
the king with the real thing, the prince with all the sense, the hound with the crown,
the dog with it all,
yours truly, Carlos Stargell.
the last.
Cause when they made me, they broke the mold. So now it's time for the Carlos Stargell Show with your host, Carlos Stargell.
The last.
I got a lot of good shit to tell you all this evening.
On.
Yo, what's up? What's happening? How y'all doing? What y'all know good? Tell me something, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, boys and girls, and many and millions of y'all all in and around the world. You are watching the Carlos Stargell Show, a channel where you could just vent and speak your mind so freely and expeditiously. But it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So please be mindful and respectable towards others as well as you want to be respected. But anyway, y'all didn't pay no money, so there's no need for y'all acting funny. So sit back and relax, because it's going to be a stone groove. Shit, I can't lose what I can use. And I know what to do to set the groove and put y'all in the mood. And don't you dare be sour. Now it's time for the Carlos Stargell Show with your host,
Me,
Carlos Stargell.
the last.
Because when they made me, they broke the mold. But guess what, y'all? It's time for the den, and guess what?
I got a lot of good shit to tell you all this evening.
Anyway, how y'all doing? I'm all right if y'all all right. But just to let y'all know, I wonder how cold it is in your city. Up here in Burlington, North Carolina, so far right now, it's 44 degrees.
Rap to him a little bit right here.
Fahrenheit. I mean, it's above freezing. It's cold, but it's not as cold as I thought it was going to be. But it was cold as you know what this morning. Yeah, anyway, I want to thank all the viewers, first time, recurring, new, and unique viewers. And I want to thank everybody who took the time to tune in, check out, and watch the den. And just to let y'all know, if y'all haven't subscribed yet, please, by all means, hit the like or the subscription bell.
And I sure would appreciate it.
And I want to give birthday shout outs today to everybody whose birthday today, January the 19th. Happy birthday, y'all. And I want to give love and shout outs to everybody all across the country, all around the world, even in Canada and Mexico. And I want to give my shout outs and love to all my family, my friends, and all my peeps in the dirty South, Atlanta, Georgia.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? Tell me something good, y'all. What y'all know good at all that good sugar and iced tea?
Yeah, in a way. But like I said,
Rap to him a little bit right here.
I'm all right if y'all all right. That's all I'm going to tell you. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about today came across my mind earlier this morning. Well, actually, it came across to me in my sleep. I was going to talk about, growing up. I just want to say something about growing up in Atlanta, Georgia so much. I got to say about growing up in Atlanta, Georgia, but I just can't say it all in one day. But yeah, oh yeah, Teresa's 41 degrees. Shoot, that's cold down there, sister. But you know what? It warmed up just a little bit, but you still got to put on, you still got to dress accordingly to the weather, because if you don't, you're gonna get pneumonia or flu or worse or whatever. And don't nobody, and we in the hospital don't need nobody else in the emergency rooms, especially Greater Hospital in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, before I say something about Grady, please do not talk bad about Grady Hospital. I mean, when it comes now, if you're not delivering the baby, if you didn't get shot or you not dying, everything else is irrelevant. So they got the best trauma center in the state of Georgia, but at the same time, but like I said, if you ain't dying, you ain't got shot, or you ain't having no baby, you can wait. That's all I can tell you. And you gonna wait. So you might as well bring lunch and dinner. You might as well bring breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And you might as well get a couch, a sofa bed to move in there, because you're gonna be there all night long.
Talk to me. Say something.
But guess what? But at the same time, they gonna make sure you all right before you leave that hospital now. That's one thing I can say about Grady. Everybody talk about how slow they are, but Grady got it going on. I mean, especially hospital that don't require no insurance now. Now, you know, a lot of people can't afford medical care in the undesirable snakes here with the undesirable snakes here in America. Now in Canada, they got free health care, free education. America, do they have that?
No,
And that's a daggone shame. They say America's one of the greatest countries in the world.
I can't tell.
When was it ever so great? They try to make them like they all let it going on. But look, just like any other country, every country has they
BU double hockey stick, sugar honey iced tea.
translation.
Bullshit.
That's what it is. But in a way, like I say, growing up in Atlanta, Decatur rather, I had my fun. I had my good and my bad days there. But at the same time, too, I thank the Lord that I never got in trouble. I never had got in trouble with the law. I thank God I wouldn't hang around a whole lot of people. Wow, Teresa, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, you know, some of them doctors down there, some of them don't care, but like I said, Teresa, if they feel like you not dying, or you didn't get shot, or you not having no baby, everything else is irrelevant. But that's within the hospital. But if you got insurance and you really want to know what's going on, go to a doctor that requires insurance. Now, Grady, they got so many people down there. It's just like the Great American Pot. Everybody and their mama be down there. They can't see about everybody, and I can understand that. That's why I try to stay away from the hospitals, because shoot, it seems like to me they wanna try to get money out of you with all these man-made medications and stuff. Shoot, that's all I can tell you. Herbal assessments, herbal medication that helps every time. Home remedies help. I mean, come on now. Now, everything was fine till they start coming up with this. Till the undesirable snakes in here in America came up with all this
BU double hockey stick, sugar honey iced tea.
because they know there's a lot of poor people in this country and they can't afford, like I say, they can't afford health care or whatever without insurance. But like I said, when it comes to free health care, free education, Canada will put America to shame. I mean, like I said, every country has they BU double hockey stick, sugar honey iced tea. But at the same time, I mean, put it like this. Every country's got their good and they bad, and they effed up and ugly and through dealing or whatever you want to call it. But at the same time, but you know, like I say, but in here in America, they want to think we the greatest country in the world. But at the same time, they full of sugar and iced tea. And I don't mean that in a good way. And that's on the real for real, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, boys and girls. I mean, seems like everything here is so unfair. Well, you know, some things are fair, but a lot more is unfair. For how the treatment of people. But at the same time, that's why we have and when you have people that's not afraid to stand up to whoever and put them in check, then they want to act all in their feelings and try to silence them. And like I always say, nothing gets done when you quiet.
Rap to him a little bit right here.
Talk to me. Say something.
But then they want to get all in their feelings. When they get put in check, they don't never want to be wrong. It's always about them. It's their way or the highway. So guess what? You can't get with, you know what, people in hell like ice water, but that don't mean you're going to get your satisfaction. And I don't care about, and then you want to get all in your feelings because you don't want things going according to plan instead of how God planned it, and you want to twist it, and then you want to get in your feelings when somebody try to tell you right. Well, guess what? I'm going to say what I'm going to say. And like I say, I'm not trying to step on nobody's toes, but I'm just going to tell it like it is. And if it gets under your skin or you get all in your feelings or whatever, oh well, I'm still gonna say what I'm gonna say. And
if y'all don't like it, well then fuck you too.
You know what I mean? And that's the truth. So basically what I'm saying, I mean, we got to get some act right over here in this country because, you know, every other country is laughing at us because of one fool. But hey, I thought, now, you know, like I said, I thought some presidents before him were full of sugar and iced tea. But the 45, I don't know what to say. Can't comment about it because, like I was always told by the Islams, Muslims, please do not talk bad about the man the country people love because that'll make, you know, stuff like that. They already try to make Muslims look bad. But no, let me tell you something. Just to let y'all know, Islam is about peace. But we all serve the same God. But then at the same time, you got these certain scalawags that try to make Muslims. They always have the nerve and audacity to place labels on others. They try to say Muslims are terrorists. Muslims are not terrorists. I mean, it's good and bad in every religion, but the good always outweigh the bad. Now, if you're talking about terrorism, you need to look at those double Muslims. They can't wait to get to Allah and take about 708 people with them. So them the kind who will blow themselves up just to sacrifice themselves so they can go see Allah. Well, you know, everybody know the ultimate sin is suicide. And if you commit suicide, you ain't got to worry about seeing God, Allah, Jah, Jehovah, whoever. You're going to be seeing Satan, Satan, and Lucifer. You're going to see one of them. Translation. You're going to bust hell wide open with gasoline draws with holding. But somebody told me too, there's really no such thing as heaven or hell. Well, to be honest with you, We living in hell right here on earth. So what we going through, we already in hell. When we leave here, hopefully, we go to a better place. But when it comes to the hereafter is now. You're going to be sitting up there bowing down and praying for the hereafter, waiting for the hereafter. The hereafter, like I say, the hereafter is now. I mean, I'm just saying, just get your mind, just get yourself in your mind right. Treat people like you want to be treated. Respect others like you want to be respected, etc., etc., etc. Y'all know the rules. But at the same time, too, just because, it's a lot. Now, I'm going to tell you something about it. Now, there's nothing, like I said, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with, if a person chooses to go the religious path, there's nothing wrong with that. But just to let y'all know, just to let y'all know this.
Rap to 'em a little bit right here.
Religion messed a lot of people up. You got some people, the so-called religified, thinking that all they have to do is praise the Lord and nothing else don't matter. You still got to have common sense, whether you praising the Lord or not. And yes, everything else does matter. You got to live too. This is a cruel world we're living in. Me personally, there's nothing wrong with being obedient. There's nothing wrong with trying to strive for righteousness or whatever, but at the same time, please use your common sense. Basically, don't be just because you got some kind of religion, that don't be no fool with it either. That's what I'm basically saying. And please, you might have your own religion, but guess what? It's one thing to be loyal and obedient, but it's another thing to what they call
co-signing bullshit.
And that's right, yes, baby. That's the truth, the whole truth, and way beyond the quintessential truth.
Root.
So, guess what? Like I said, it's more about spirituality. There's nothing wrong with religion if you want your mind messed up, but it's more about being spiritual. It's basically your mind, get your mind and your heart right. Treat people like you want to be treated. Respect others like you want to be respected, and so on and so forth. That's all you got to do. That's why they call it a grand rise. Rise up. Yeah. And like I said, though, religion, like I said, and there's a lot of people get caught up in religion. Like I said, they so caught up. They act like they don't have the sense that God gave them. They be so brainwashed to the point where they just can't help the cosign bull. It's true though. They be out all in the street. Something happen. They can be on okay, that's good, you're on break. But they said that you got these people, the ones those so-called religified folks. They can go to the drug dealer to my, you ain't gonna do nothing to me. Jesus got me. Next thing you know, somebody be done put a slug in them. So you got to be careful about that, about witnessing certain places too. Now, I done known some people to go to the worstest places in the world in Atlanta and touched a lot of people at the same time, but it's not about where you live, it's how you live. You can live in a mansion and still got a stank attitude. You can live in a mansion and still don't have the sense that God gave you. You can live poorly, in poverty or whatever, but have all the sense and the education and all that in the world. And you can still be, it's like I said, all bad people do not live in poverty. It's just some people that's stuck and can't get out. And I just want to say this too, and I always remember this. There's nothing wrong with being successful. Successful is never the bad thing. It's forgetting where you came from forgetting who you are, forgetting who helped you along the way. Now, the same people that helped you get to where you are can be those same people who can bring you down. And that's way beyond the quintessential truth.
Talk to me. Say something.
Now, like I said, you got some people, and then, like I said, another thing about some of these religious people, I'm not trying to disrespect no man or woman of God. I'm just telling it like it is. You got some of these so-called religified people that is quick to try to tell somebody how to live their life. It's a right way and a wrong way you can witness to people. Now, one thing you don't do, you don't intimidate people to try to give their life to the Lord. That's just like putting a gun up to their head and say, look here, you better get your together and give your life right, get your life right with the Lord. That's not how it go. But that's how some of the people in the Jack Lear Jubilee do. And then most of them people that do that, they don't even have sense enough to know that they can't even practice what they preach.
Rap to 'em a little bit right here.
But like I said, people like me don't have no problem letting them know where they can go, what they can do, or whatever, because I can let them know, because I'll let them know in a minute. You got 5 seconds to get out my face before I nail you to the cross. And I will tell them that. But I remember one lady, you got these old, like I said, you got these old fanatics. That's the word, fanatics. No matter what religion you choose, you don't have to be a fanatic. There's nothing wrong with being obedient. There's nothing wrong with being devout. But it's a hell of a difference when you're a fanatic. Try to act like your religion is better than any religion on earth. No religion is better than no religion on this earth. Everybody has a freedom of choice to choose what religion they want to be, whether it's Christian, Muslim, Judaism, Buddhism, or whatever. Everybody's got their freedom of choice. But like I said, I don't knock no religion. I try to get along with all faiths. And yes, I do support Islam. I grew up in Christianity, but I also grew up in Islam because my paternal grandfather was a deacon. My maternal grandfather was Muslim. So yes, I had the best of both worlds growing up. And on top of that too, somebody told me, they said, so you know how to act? I said, that's right, on one accord. And that because we all serve the same God. And when I told him that blew that brother's mind. He said, you all right, man. And then, like I said, it's like I said, sometimes you got to break it down to people. And like I say, it's a right way and a wrong way for any and everything. So whatever religion, like I'm going to say this again, whatever religion you choose, always remember not only is good and bad in every religion, but it's a right way and a wrong way for everything. So just let y'all know, when you out there witnessing, don't try to make them feel intimidated or try to run, because when you do that, you make people not want to be bothered. So be more encouraging, be more uplifting, be more inspiring. Because I'm going to say this before I sign out. If nobody never told me about the goodness of what the Lord can do for me, them same church people be talking bad about me just like they talk about everybody else. So that's all I'm going to say. But anyway, my time is almost up for this session. But I want to thank all the viewers, first time, new, recurring, and unique. And if you haven't subscribed and you find it in your heart and you feel it in your depths of your soul, please hit that like or subscription bell. And I want to thank the ones who took the time to check out the Carlos Stargell show. Yes, and I want to thank my fiance, Veronica, for joining in on the live chat.
Thank you, baby.
And I want to thank Teresa Baker, my Decatur West Greater Home sister, for always having my back and supporting me. And I want to thank her for supporting me and for giving out love, her love, support, blessings and praises for me and Veronica as well. God bless you, Teresita. But anyway, now that but FYI, PSA, and just a friendly reminder, hopefully I'll be back. Now, I know I'm scheduled to go live at 5 today, but hopefully I have one before then as well. One more solo deal before actually do the strict Zoom live streaming at 5. So I don't know exactly what time I'm going to do my last solo deal for the day before 5, but y'all will be notified. But just to let y'all know, I will be Zoom live streaming on YouTube at 5. So until then, y'all, God bless you. I love you. Y'all be good. Y'all take care of yourselves and each other. And thank y'all so much for taking the time to check out, tune in, and watch the Carlos Stargell show with your host,
Me,
yours truly, Carlos Stargell.
the last.
Cause when they made me, they broke the mold. So until then, y'all, peace, 2 fingers, and I'm out of here like last year. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to the Carlos Stargell show. Later when you're straighter, y'all.